Some moments make you forget time, others make you question it. In 1928, beneath the glittering skies of Hollywood, the premiere of The Circus was underway. The red carpet was alive with excitement. Photographers, flashing cameras, and adoring fans gathered to catch a glimpse of the king of silent cinema. Charlie Chaplin, twirling his iconic cane, walked with his usual half-smile. But among the crowd stood one figure who didn't quite belong. An older woman, her hair pinned in a tidy bun, wrapped in a dark overcoat, her head tilted slightly downward. Her left hand held a strange metallic device to her ear. Her eyes, though, were fixed solely on Chaplin. She moved differently, slow, deliberate, as if walking through a different dimension altogether. Her odd behavior didn't go unnoticed. Even the security guards seemed puzzled. But before anyone could approach her, she melted into the crowd and disappeared. Chaplin couldn't shake the feeling that she hadn't just looked at him, she had recognized him, as if she knew something he didn't. Later that night, in his hotel room, Chaplin re-watched the gala footage. When the woman appeared on screen, he froze the frame. He watched her in slow motion, studying every movement, the way she held the device to her ear. It looked remarkably like a modern-day cell phone, a technology that didn't yet exist. He noticed her lips moving. She was speaking, but to whom? He scribbled in his notebook. "I saw a face today, a face out of time. I feel like I've seen her before, perhaps in another life or another age." 2 weeks later, a plain brown envelope arrived at Chaplin's office. Inside was a single handwritten sentence. "I was the one who saw you, but the version you'll recognize hasn't arrived yet." There was no signature, but the strangest part was the postmark. Los Angeles, 2027. Chaplin never shared the letter with anyone, but it haunted him. Night after night, he dreamed of the woman. Sometimes she stood in a crowded street, sometimes in an endless desert, but always with that strange device at her ear, always watching him. His next films began to subtly shift. Themes of time, technology, and the human soul became more prominent. In Modern Times, 1936, he not only portrayed the struggle of man versus machine, but also man versus time itself. He later admitted that the film's melody, "Smile," came to him in a dream, whispered in the same voice he heard from the mysterious woman. In the dream, she repeated the same phrase, "Smile." Reality is moving too fast to notice you. Those close to Chaplin noted a change. He grew quieter, more introspective, but no one knew why. In 1941, during a promotional event for the great dictator in London, a photographer captured a blurry image in the crowd. An older woman with the same coat, same posture, and the same device to her ear. When reporters showed Chaplin the photo and asked, "Who is this woman?" he simply replied, "If you've seen her, then time no longer sees you as ordinary." After moving to Switzerland in 1952, Chaplin lived a seemingly quiet life. But in his private notebooks and drawings, the same figure appeared again and again. A woman with a vintage hat, a dark coat, and a device at her ear. She was no longer just a stranger. She had become the personification of time. One of his final diary entries read, "Some freeze time through film, but she walked through it." To this day, footage from the 1928 premiere is a centerpiece in time travel theories. Some believe the woman was indeed a traveler from the future. Others think she was a product of Chaplin's restless imagination. But one thing remains certain. Charlie Chaplin was never the same after that night. From that moment on, he no longer filmed from the eye. He filmed from the soul. And perhaps in every one of his films, if you look closely enough, you'll see the shadow of a woman, walking silently in the background, with time pressed to her ear.